Yeah, ESO is starting to become very pay to win. Like the thing that really bothers me the most about Elder Scrolls Online is the whole having to get a crafting bag, you know, like the subscribing so you get the crafting bag. Like that shit bothers me so much. Like Bethesda's going down this route where they feel like they need to monetize that way, but you know, like it's a cash grab. Especially since it basically stabs you in the back for being a crafter. So if you even have a remote reason to want to craft in an MMO, like if that's your thing, then Elder Scrolls Online is probably the worst game to play, unless you're okay with paying $15 a month. You know? If you're okay with that, then sure, go for it. But it sucks because, and then if you look at a game like Guild Wars 2, for example, completely free to play game. Like you could spend no money in Guild Wars 2 and still have a really good time. And you can do crafting perfectly fine. They have an unlimited crafting bag in that game for free. So what the hell happened in Elder Scrolls Online? Like it's obvious that they're trying to get your money. So like that shit, like it rubs me the wrong way. I don't like that. And Fallout 76 did the same exact thing. The Bethesda again. They were just like, you know what? You want to craft in a crafting game? Guess what? You got to pay me money. This game has some serious pay to win also. Like if you're too lazy to wait, look what you can do. You see, like if I click on AP, I can buy skill points so I can get powers. Look, for real life money. 3,000 of these gold bars. I don't know what that means. Let's see what it is. So that's, oh my God. That's $30 for 100 skill points. Wow, that's like super pay to win. So basically, if you want a shortcut to get your abilities right now without having to work for it, you can spend 30 real life dollars and get it right now. You know, like that's super pay to win. You know, and there's a lot of people that would like protest me right now and say like, oh, it's not pay to win if you can earn it in the game. But realistically, like, when you have the ability to swipe your credit card to bypass an entire like days or even like weeks worth of grind, that's pay to win, period. Like it doesn't matter how you look at it, like it's completely pay to win. The only way that you could make a system where you can buy things in a cash shop and it not be pay to win is through cosmetics and expansion packs. That's it. Like that's the only way you could realistically make money without like taking advantage of your player base. That's pay to win. Like I don't care how you look at it. You're buying literal power through swiping your credit card. Like that's not good. So yeah, this game is pay to win also. Oh, you know what I wonder? I would love to see the statistics to see how much money they make per month on people that fall for that and actually do it. Like that's what I'm interested in seeing. Like I've never seen a developer actually like show that. You know, like, oh, this is how much money we make off of pay to win. Boom. And it's like they make like fucking tens of thousands of dollars every month off of like laziness. I don't really care so much for experience scrolls. That's whatever to me, because in most games the leveling experience isn't that bad and it doesn't bother me a whole lot. But it all depends from game to game, because some games, let's say for example, Ubisoft is really good with this shit. What's it called? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, for example. They had a way to buy experience scrolls in there. And they made the grind intentionally really bad. Like, it will take you forever to level up. Like, you have to do so many side quests just to be able to gain just enough XP to do one main quest before it's like, oh, well, guess what? You need to be level 20 in order to do the like to continue the main story, and you're only level 12. Oh well, go back to grinding those side quests, you know. So that's where they get you. Like that's the gotcha right there, and that's sad when they do shit like that. When it's like that, it's like fuck no. Like I'd rather not even play. I'd rather just uninstall the game and not even play it. The two games that I spent the most time playing that I really shouldn't have was Planetside 2 and also Spacelords. I spent way too much time in those games wasting my life away because I was literally grinding and grinding and grinding and like barely getting what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like that's when it's bad. The only thing I got lucky with Spacelords is that the developers actually noticed me as a streamer and they were giving me the items for free. Like they were basically like sponsoring me in a way, because they were giving me the stuff without having to work for it. so I could make reviews and I could make tutorials and, you know, talk about this shit, because that was like the main thing I wanted to do, was to make builds and talk about the stuff. But like, how do you talk about the stuff when it takes you literally months to unlock it? You know what I mean? Like, that's fucking dumb. So I was always arguing all the time about like changing that, and the devs never really listened. Like, they barely listened. Like, they tried really hard to like make it work without like, you know, hurting their system too much, because that was how they were making money probably. You know, they were probably having people swipe their credit card to buy the stuff, you know, to bypass the grind. Planetside 2, I was complaining about it a lot. It was probably already in their pipeline, but shortly, like probably like a couple months after I was doing all the complaining about it being pay to win and all that, the game started changing and it got better. I mean, it's not like super amazing or anything, but it's still a lot less grindy than it was when I started playing it. So I guess maybe I had an impact on it. I don't know, but who knows? That's why I'd rather just like, you know, fight the establishment, like you know, like I just want to like be able to I like playing these free-to-play games just to kind of see if it's possible to play them for free without having to spend so much, like without having to spend money at all. Like, that's my goal, is to play a game without spending money. I want to be able to feel bad about not spending money to the point where I just say, you know what, I'm gonna buy some skins and stuff because I just literally feel bad that I haven't been spending money on it and I've been really enjoying it. You know what I mean? Like, that should be the goal of what these developers are trying to achieve. Like, that's what I would do. Like, if I was gonna make a video game, and I was gonna make a free-to-play video game, which I definitely would if I was a game developer, I would make it so that I would guilt you into spending money on my game. You know what I mean? Like, I want you to enjoy yourself so much that you're like, damn, you know, I think he really deserves this money here. You know what I mean? Like, that's what my goal would be. And that's what I feel like more developers need to do. Like, look at what Hello Games did with No Man's Sky. It's so insane. Like, they had no reason to do as much updates as they did. They just released a new update yesterday or something on a game that literally doesn't make them any extra money. They don't have a cash shop. The game is like free, pretty much. Like, of course you're buying the box, but like, if you spend like 50, like, you can even get it on sale. You could probably find it for like 25 to 30 bucks. And like, that game will last you like forever pretty much. Like, I'm just surprised they haven't like released expansion packs, like actual paid expansion packs. They could totally do it right now and people would buy it. Shit, I would buy it and I don't even play that game. You know, like, I just feel really bad that they did so well that I would literally buy an expansion pack for a game I don't even play. Like, that's literally how I feel about Hello Games. Like, they really deserve it. Like, the amount of effort they put into it is insane. They could have easily ran with the money and then just worked on a different game and said fuck No Man's Sky. But they didn't. Like, that's a hell of an achievement. I've never seen a developer do that before. Yeah, I think about that shit all the time, and I'm always trying to like I look at Cyberpunk now and the shit that's going on with that. It seems like they're trying to get updates out to fix the game, but at the same time, it's like they're not trying hard enough for me to care right now. Like, it doesn't seem like they have their head in the right thing. And at the same time, they already admitted to cut down their development team for Cyberpunk, and they're moving them on to the other projects, like, you know, Witcher 4 and like whatever else they're trying to do, you know. So like, they already pretty much gave up on Cyberpunk. Even look at it even more, they just announced with Cyberpunk that they hired a bunch of modders to join their team to make modding a little bit easier in the game. So basically what they're telling you right there, it's just two things out of this. One, it's a good thing that they're letting mod support be like a big factor in the game, because that's cool. Like, modding support worked extremely well with like Skyrim, for example. That's why Skyrim is so big, right? You know, like Bethesda games in general had that. So like, that's really important. So that's awesome for Cyberpunk. But two, the bad side of it is like, it shows how lazy they are, because they're probably hoping that the modding team and the modding support community is gonna work on the game to make it popular. You know what I mean? Like that's gonna be the ones that are really gonna be working on the game to make it good, instead of the actual developer themselves. You know, so like now the developers can take a breather and go like, phew, all right, so we'll update the game later. Don't worry about it. It'll take us like probably 2 years for us to release like an expansion pack. Now we can continue to focus on the ones that are going to make us real money, instead of having an updated game that's dead as fuck and is not going to get much support. You know what I mean? Like, that's the business standpoint of it. You know, and that's the thing I think about, and I'm just like, shame on CD Projekt Red, you know? It is what it is. That's the thing that sucks.